Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Happy Monday morning. I just finished watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. Child, I promise y'all, y'all go ahead and like this video. Okay, like this video and subscribe. Okay, look at the old videos I've already done last week. Okay, whatever you have not watched, go watch it. I am pretty sure you will enjoy all of the content I have on my channel. But I watched Saturday night's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville late Sunday. Got getting this on Monday. And the reason I put every week the title is Love and Marriage Huntsville should be canceled is because Love and Marriage Huntsville really should be canceled. You see, I had to add the evil horns to not only the men of this show, with the Scott brothers and Martell, I had to add it to Tisha and Kimmi because I promise y'all, them two are just as messy and evil as their husbands. I don't know. Hey y'all, I'm here. Okay. It is midnight. I'm not putting on lipstick or whatever. Leave me be regular face, okay? But I watched the episode and I don't know if Carlos King, if Oprah, whoever over there on, I don't know if they actually watch the show. It's getting very delusionally go awayness. Okay. And then it aggravates me when I watch Carlos King and Dustin and Claudia on Mondays when they recap the show. Are they watching the same show? Because I feel like Carlos brings on a cast member from the show so that way Dustin can't say, this is some bullshit, Carlos. Okay. Nell crazy, Tisha crazy, Kimmi crazy. This Because what are we doing? And I'm not saying that because Mel left, the show sucks. I'm saying since Mel left, the show sucks because no one else on the show has anything else going on. Wow. Anyway, look, let's just go ahead and get into the thing. Look, I'm gonna do scene by scene, only the parts I want to discuss, okay? Because what else is there to do? Destiny, Tisha, and Kimmi conversation, right? One, girls, I like their outfits. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really like Destiny's boots, but I digress, okay? Now, Destiny is a bone collecting, a rock throwing, hand hiding, delusional Decepticon, okay? Trying to trick us to think that she's not deliberately telling Tisha what Nell said, telling Nell what Tisha said, and she's going back and forth. Why? Because she don't have shit going on. Besides her dating any, meeny, miny, and mo, what else is she doing? I've been busy working, doing what? Are you selling houses? Are you selling candles? Are you working out of that warehouse that you bought or that you rented at the U-Haul space? What business are you doing? What can I buy from you, Destiny? What are you busy doing? Where's law? Who you dating for real? Because any, meeny, miny, and mo, meaning Will, Lance, and Twine, girl, no. And I have no issue with Destiny being a single grown woman dating many people. That's how you're supposed to date. But girl, I'm busy working, but doing what? Maybe you should work at Walmart. Maybe she's a greeter at Walmart. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, but Nell, Destiny is telling, oh, I talked to Chris because me, Martell, and Chris met up for some business. Girl, you not. I digress. And Chris said that Nell felt ganged up on by you two heifers. Now, this is mentioned with this. When two people are both going at one person, that's literally the definition of ganging up on somebody. It means y'all can't talk to her one at a time for one thing. No, y'all are both going at someone. That's the definition. Feeling ganged up on. Okay. So now saying that's how I felt is valid. We watched it happen. Okay. Tisha and Kimmi meaning thing one, thing two. No one ganged up on her. We were trying to hold her accountable. The issue I had with Sidekick, Kimmi, okay, and Powerless Tisha is the fact that y'all are so busy trying to hold everyone else accountable except our husbands. Okay, why do you need to hold Nell accountable for anything? Y'all don't really know that lady. So what are you holding her accountable for? My thing is this: the people y'all should be having these deep diving conversations of accountability is y'all husbands, y'all children's, okay, y'all bankers. I don't know, but it should not be Nell. Y'all want to have issue with Nell because it takes all the heat of any questions, concerns about y'all marriage, your household, how y'all working. Is my race winning any cases? Is Kimmi selling houses? What the fuck does Tisha do? Y'all want to hold Nell accountable, but for what? I digress. Okay. Now, Death just said, well, I see it differently, whatever. You say, I know Nell. I've known her for a while. I've known her when I was dating my ex husband, was engaged to my ex husband, was marrying my ex husband, was getting left by my ex husband. Okay, and she's a great. She be praying for me, child, praying. But I know that her mama died. Okay, and when her mama died, she hardened herself. I said, girl, first of all, don't bring my dead mama into any conversation with any hoe that don't like me. Okay, so Destiny, you're two-faced. Do not bring any personal business of mine to folks who you know is the ops. You know I'm not cool with them, so I don't need you telling them how I was before my mama died, how hard it was. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, keep our bond between us. If I want them to know how I was, let me to them. Now I get she's trying to say, well, Nell ain't that bad. But her mama died, y'all. So give her some grace. And because her mama died and she been lashing out. Now, do I believe that since Nell mom passed away, she's been having a hard time? Yes. That's called grief. Okay. And one thing about grief is I can grieve properly or improperly. Okay. But what I also can do is be for the hoes I don't know and not want to give them the softer side of fears. Okay. But again, Destiny trying to say, oh no, Nell's a great person. But her mama died. Okay. And she been girl, don't do that. Mm-mm. Don't do that. And then Tisha, old tackhead ass, gonna say, well, I don't know that Nell. I don't know her, whatever. Like, she can be cool with you and y'all, whatever. I'm fine and she ain't cool with me. Tisha, who you cool with? Who your friends? I don't know if Tisha and Kimmi think one thing too. If they assume they can have this show on their shoulders and they can run it without having any supporting cast, bitches, y'all can't. And I mean that respectfully. This show cannot operate on a Scott basis. We don't like y'all enough. Y'all don't give enough for this show to be about Scott 1 and Scott 2. Okay, cheat man 1 and cheat man 2. Okay, ignoring wife 1, ignoring wife 2. There isn't enough storyline for y'all. So trying, and I mean Tisha, I'm cool that she ain't. You can't. Because if you not beefing with Nell, what do you have, Tisha? Some pink shoes and a green outfit? Okay, aka girl, bye. Okay. So then Des just I just want us all to get along. Okay, because Nell gonna be around. Y'all husbands work with her husbands. We gonna what this mean is, bitch, we all on the joke. The same way Carlos told them like 2 seasons ago, y'all have to get along because this is a show. You have to work it out some kind of way. And I think they think because Mel made the decision to leave, they can do the same thing to Nell and not have to. And I was like, the show already is hemorrhaging viewers, people who like the show because Mel left. Now y'all old tackhead asses around here being just unlikable and miserable, not even trying to be friendly enough to have real shit going on. And y'all beefing because y'all husbands did shit Martell did the damn interview, and y'all want to avoid having the conversation about what Martell said, even if it's a lie. Address it and move on. But y'all trying to duck and dodge it is making this show unbearable. Okay, Kimmi a fucking sidekick. What is Kimmi doing? Her hair cute, but what is Kimmi doing? Nothing. Tisha's powerless at home, and so she wants to beef with Nell because she can't beef with Marceau. She ain't got no coworkers to really beef with. I mean, besides these ladies right here, it's weird. It's dumb, okay? But Daddy saying, look, we have to see her means we all on the show together. So y'all, she's gonna be here. What do you want to do? Okay. Well, I don't like Nell. Okay, I don't want to be around Nell. She keep commenting on my husband based on that interview that Martell did. Bitch, we all commented about Marceau based on what Martell said. Because we think your husband was talking to somebody else. It may not have been the lady, but we all feel on some level, at some point in time during your marriage, Marceau has done something with someone besides you. Okay? I don't like I don't like who Nell is. I'm done with Nell. We done with you, Tisha. We are. Because you have no real reason to not like Nell. And truthfully, it's Destiny that's keeping this shit up because she keeps putting a little bit by little. Like if I have one conversation with you and I tell you 5 things, and you then tell somebody the 5 things one by one, as if I'm consistently talking. No, I said in one full breath, I don't like Tisha. I don't like her husband. I think her wig is ugly. I hate her shoes and her lipstick is dry. I said 5 things in one conversation. You can't take those 5 things and make it seem as if I'm having these, repetitive conversations. That Destiny is a two-faced, rock throwing, hand hiding individual. Because had she now been going back and forth, it wouldn't be all this bullshit. Okay. So yeah, I didn't care. We then seen Motor Mouth Destiny meeting up with Kimmi. Not Kimmi, Nell. And I said, girl, I guess so. So they meet up at a flower making shop, okay? And so now you feel ganged up on? Yes, I did. At the end of the day, I felt like Kimmi and Tisha was ganging up on me at the game night. Okay, yes, that's how I feel about it. I told you they know there's like that. And then what aggravates me is everyone, me and Tisha, Kimmi, and that they want to make it seem as if Nell tripping. She's not tripping. She's not playing victim. Okay. At the end of the day, she's like, look, I have a lot going on in life. I don't have time for the bullshit. I have family issues, job issues, my daycare, whatever. And when I'm around the group, I don't want to have fighting issues. Okay. I don't want to feel ganged up on with the Scott 1 and Scott 2. I don't like it. Okay. And then if I'm hanging out with y'all, I don't need poked, and poked or whatever. And to me, now was Destiny listening intently and being supportive? Absolutely. She was. The issue I have is she's not this supportive in defense of Nell when she's around Tisha and Kimmi. She allowed Tisha and Kimmi to act like Nell be tripping. Nobody ganged up on her. We didn't do that. That isn't what happened. Nell was yelling at us. Wasn't she? And I'm like, no, she matched y'all energy, but I digress. Okay. So to me, death is fake and two-faced in these instances because she's not keeping that same energy with Tisha and Kimmi about how Nell feels and how she kind of see Nell's point. And that's two-faced to me. Period. Okay. And because when talk with Scott, she don't have that same Nell isn't overreacting stance. She only had that stance and when she talks to Nell in her confessionals. I digress. Okay. So she then said, well, Nell, I know it's a lot going on or whatever, but I know you. You're great. You're this praying, prolific person. You're a great mentor, blah, 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 blue. Okay. But since your mama died, you've hardened. Okay. And I don't see the real Nell because your mama died. I was like, bitch, you got, girl. Destiny, stop bringing up that lady dead mama. Just stop it. I feel like you don't even have the right to use her mama's death as a reason that Nell is different. When Nell said, "No, I'm the same person. I'm still me. But when I'm being played, and I feel like I'm being played with, people don't get access to that side of me." And she said, "I don't know them like that. I don't know them how I know you. So the me that you get is because I know we've been through some things or whatever. You've earned the right to know the real me. I don't know them hoes. Okay. So they're not gonna get the same me that you get." And I'm like, Destiny, you should know that. You should know that. But Destiny wants Nell to be a real friend, would never want you to be vulnerable with the ops. They would never want you to be vulnerable with people that your friend feel like they playing with her. You would say, "Friend, fill them out." Okay, get to know them, friend. But you would not say, "No, friend, girl, be your." I'm not being soft with moles. No, so I don't trust Destiny as a friend. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get to know them. Nail, like on this little trip or whatever. Girl, first of all, she keeps saying we're going on a girls trip. We want to have a. I'm like, girl, y'all going to Walmart. It's basically a trip to Walmart. But she's saying to all of them, "Hey, we're going on a girls trip together. I want us all to get to know each other better. Like, I'm gonna have empty baskets and bring something from home that like you can discuss about yourself so that we can all get to know you." Now she wants all the girls to do that. Or whatever. But I was like, girl, whatever. Also Destiny track was showing. I'm like, why's the track showing? Yeah, your track was showing. Anyway. But again, I don't trust Destiny. And maybe she's stuck in the middle because she's friends with them all and there's two sides beefing. But no, pick a side. Pick a side. Tisha and Kimmi are messy ass people. Period. Okay. Now the car ride. Child, look. Again, this is not a girls trip. It isn't. They are. The wind is howling outside. Let me plug my phone up because let me plug my phone up because the power goes out, and I gotta and I ain't got no power around here because it is howling. The power could go out, and if it does, I want to be able to, um, you know, do stuff. I'm also gonna pull up my StreamYard on my phone in case I gotta pop on my phone to do stuff. I see my light blinking because right, and it's being weird. Anyway, so the car ride, girl, it's a girl trip to the winery. They are going an hour away. To me, that's not a girl's trip. You're going to Walmart to get some wine. It's really what it is. It's an hour away, with no bags packed, no one can clothes, child. They didn't have to do it. Anyway, she got two cars for our drive. Fine. Because she said, I want everybody to have their own space and whatnot. No, because Tisha and Kimmi is some messy ass people. And you want to fight in the car. So we seen Nell and Trisha in one car, and you seen Destiny, Tisha, and Kimmi in the other. This was really a Destiny versus Tisha thing, which is weird. To me, Tisha and Destiny became friends because they both was beefing with Mel. Mel gone now, and now they beefing. I digress. So when she said, "I talked to Nell and Nell just wants to have a good time, like she wants to move on, like when she's it's good, whatever, blah 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 blah." Tisha, what did she say? She owe me an apology. You asked her that? Because I ain't gonna say her name. That girl. Why you being childish? Why you anyway? Even asking Destiny, well, did you ask her about me? Did you ask her? Why do you think that's who should have that conversation with Nell? Why can't you have that conversation? I digress again. So she said, "Well, no, I didn't ask her any of that. I talked to her. I did not ask her about you. I didn't ask you about her. I don't want to be in the middle of it, whatever." And that kind of make Tisha upset. I'm like, why is she upset? That she's like, I didn't ask you or her about it. I don't want to be in it. Now, again, it's Desi's fault that they're even beefing because she told both of them what the other one said, which caused them both to say shit. So she has kind of caused this, but I think she's like, not like, I don't want to be in the middle anymore. I don't. So now Tisha and Desi is bickering and whatever. Um, and it's weird. So then she said, well, put a car over, I'm gonna switch cars. And she then gets in the car with Nell and then put Trisha in the car with the Scots. And the Scots then say, oh, we were trying to hold Destiny accountable or whatever. And so because she didn't want to be held accountable, like she switched cars. Again, messy assholes. Now, lastly, at the winery, okay, again, at the Walmart, okay. And I feel like I put Trish in the corner because she didn't, child, Trish gives nothing. Okay. She was there, but she didn't really matter. So she in the bottom right there. So again, it's really, Destiny and Kimmi. And I picked that picture of Kimmi on Kimmi. That's Kimmy's spirit right now. This okay. A sidekick. Okay. I'm a sidekick for you, Tisha. Anyway, so Destiny, Nell, Tisha, Kimmi. So, how was everyone's ride? Asked Destiny. Oh, it was long. It wasn't long. Okay. Tisha then said, well, Destiny, how was your car ride? How was your ride? Okay. It was great. It was peaceful. Oh, after switching cars? Well, yeah. Okay. Again, messy, passive, weird, shady energy, but from Tisha. Destiny really wasn't being too shady or whatever, but Tisha came with an agenda, with an attitude, with a chip on her shoulder because she's powerless at home. So she has to beef with the ladies to feel like she's somebody. Okay. And so when she said, that was shady, she said, how was it shady? You asked me a question. I answered it honestly, whatever. So now, again, they're back and forth in it because Tisha felt like, oh, you was being shady, and she said, well, what did I say? What did I say? Well, Kimmi, what did she say? Girl, why you asking Kimmi? Why ask Kimmi what I did that offended you? Again, Kimmy's a sidekick, and Tisha's a powerless drone looking for attention wherever she can get it. Okay, and so they're kind of just. It was to me, Tisha is childish because when you said it was a peaceful conversation, bitch, it was peaceful because I wasn't fussing with you, in my opinion. Again, back and forth and whatever. Well, I just feel like, you said something about it being peaceful and blah, 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 blah. You guys spoke with me and now it was weird or whatever. Your tone, your energy was shady. She said, no, look, girl, look, I don't know what's going on with you. Okay, but I just want to be out of bullshit between you and Nell. So if you thought I was being shady, I wasn't. I thought you were joking. I was laughing. I thought it was fun and games. Again, Tisha needs attention because she's powerless at home. Because what you mad for? Nell ain't said much or nothing the whole time. So how are you already in your feelings? Anyway, so she then said, I'm sorry, I'm gonna my feelings. I'm fine. I'm okay. So they then have a little scene about what they all brought in their basket. Desi brought a shirt from her son was like 2 months old. He had to be in the hospital. And she said it represents how he was strong, how she's strong towards a mama. Trisha brought a weight because she said she always carried the weight of her family on her shoulders. Kimmi brought a candle. Did she sell candles? She brought a candle and like a little ornament for Jalen. I'm like, bitch, we got a girl. When people say bring something to help us get to know you, when you bring shit like I got a son, bitch, we know. Destiny, we know you have a son, but we know you strong. That does not help me get to know you. Kimmi, a candle, bitch, and then a Jalen ornament, girl, Jalen 30. Again, to me, that's what they showed. That did not help me get. That didn't show me anything more about Kimmi or Destiny. Okay, so Nell then said, "Well, I didn't put nothing in my basket. because I couldn't think what to put in it, and also I just didn't want to put nothing. Okay, that was really it. And Kimmy said, well, was it because you didn't want to share anything? And Nell said, well, I didn't feel like there was anything I wanted to share. Now I couldn't think of something to share with y'all right now. And I said, well, Kimmy, you are the candle. So even with Nell not bringing nothing, and which means we didn't get to know nothing more about her. We also did not get to know anything more about you either. So y'all brought the same thing, nothing. But Nell also says to them, like, with y'all, like, she said in her confessional, like with them, they use what you share as bait, as revenge, or as they use it against you. So I'm not going to give them something personal to me to use against me. I'm not gonna do it. Like they want to pick and choose when they share. I'm gonna do it too. I said, girl, let them know. Tisha then brings. Did I have a picture of it? Tisha brings. I thought I shared it. Yeah, Tisha brought a golden egg because she said I have a heart of gold. She brought a little thing that said the word friend because I'm a good friend and my friends are my family and they are important to me. And so when my friends turn on me, it hurts me. And then I also brought a snake and she's holding the snake in her hand. I also brought a snake because once you bite me, it's done. And I was like, bitch, what? Childish. Tisha can't, and that's why Nell said, I'm not bringing shit to be, because y'all on some bullshit. So I'm happy I ain't bring up, in my opinion. Um, Tisha came up there wanting to fight because who the fuck brings a snake? Who? And then she's doing this to the snake towards Destiny and towards Nell. And I was like, bitch, I would have gotten up, called an Uber and went home because girl, y'all done drove me to Walmart to get this box of wine. And this whole brought a snake. It was a fake one, but I digress, okay? And I'm like, you came with a snake in your basket for what was supposed to be a friendly, get to know you event. Again, she's powerless at home. She wants to be with everyone but her husband. Bitch, get out my face, okay? So now we really Destiny, Tisha. Well, I think it's when we put Nell and Tisha because well, no, to me, I feel like at this point it was another gang up on Nell situation because Nell said I didn't bring anything. I didn't think I should. I think I could. I didn't want to, do whatever. And then when Decky say, "Well, I wish we could have had more from you, Nell." Kimmi brought a candle and the word Jalen. Trisha brought a weight. You brought a T-shirt of your son when he was 2 months. He's fucking 5 now. All of y'all on some bullshit, but you want to bring it up that Nell didn't bring something for y'all to get to know her. We didn't get to know nothing. I digress. People didn't say, yeah, that's why again, the pile on us. Decky said, I wish you would have brought some more Nell. And then Kim said, yeah, that's why I asked the question because I thought it was a moment where you didn't want to participate. And so, we can't get to know you if you don't bring them. Girl, you brought a candle. A candle. Okay. Nell was like, okay, I get that. I get you wanted to bring something. I get you felt like I don't want to participate. I get that. However, I have a lot on my plate right now. Okay. So I'm not in the best place with any of y'all either. Okay. I had issues with you, Kimmi. Now you did say sorry, but again, we still had issues. Okay. I have issues with Tisha. And plus, I'm not close to none of y'all to share my personal shit. I'm not there yet. And I'm like, that's a valid reason to say I don't trust. And I would say, plus, this whole brought a snake. Y'all want me to come share my shit. She brought a snake, you brought a candle. Kiss my ass, okay? And Tisha keeps saying, well, she too old to not be able. Stop saying she's too old because you're too old too to act like this, Tisha. But you're simple. Is she basically just anyway? So teaching and say, I just think we can't move forward here because everyone is not being transparent. Okay. People be saying stuff behind our backs. Okay, she's basically saying Nell talked about her to Destiny and to Kimmi and to Trisha. All old shit. Okay, and so why not come sit to me? It's clear that Nell has an issue with me. And I was like, girl, what? She said, no, it's not true. No, 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 no. I don't have an issue with you. Okay. I've said all I need to say to you. Okay. Yes, I said things about you to others. Okay. The timeline don't matter. But again, whatever. Okay, I don't have anything else to say to you. But you know what? I don't like how you move. I don't like you. You talk shit about me to Destiny. Okay, and a woman your age, again, they look age shaming. Okay, why talk about me to others? Blah blah blah. And Nell said when I talked to Destiny, okay, and she told me stuff, and it's still a conversation from your end about me, my kids, my grandkids. Of course, I did say worry about your husband. Okay, keep my name out of my mouth because of what I was being told was you saying shit. And when Tisha said, well, what did she say? What did you say to her? I wish someone would have held Destiny accountable for. What did you say, Destiny? What did you tell Nell that I said that made her feel like I was? Again, that's the issue here. That Destiny is a fucking bone collector, telling them both shit the other one said. Okay, but no one let her talk. I don't think that be. So they're kind of back and forth and whatever, and they both was basically saying, "Man, fuck you, fuck you. I don't care." But when Nell said, "Girl, you always fuck with me. You be poking. You know what I'm saying? You get in my face. You get in my husband's face. You was then fussing to bring up old shit at the game or whatever. You keep doing shit as if you have an issue with me. So I don't care." And it kind of ends with them both, and I don't care about the other one. Look, this show should be canceled. And again, not because Mel left, because no one on this show is really showing anything real at all. At all. It's aggravating. Destiny's Two Face and how she plays both sides. Nell does need some counseling. However, she hasn't done anything wrong to Tisha or Kimmi for how they treat her. And Scott 1, Scott 2. Thing 1, thing 2. Powerless and Sidekick consistently tries to deviate from the situation of their husband being the plot point they refuse to discuss. And so they always pivot to beef with Nell. They used to pivot and beef with Mel gone. And now Nell is the new culprit. If Nell leaves, next it'll be Destiny. I digress. Look, y'all, like the video. Like the video because I did it. Okay. We round here and it's foolishness all up and through. Again, next week we shall see what they discuss. We see some stuff going on with Kimmi and Maurice. We see some stuff going on with Marceau and Tisha, but let's see if the husbands can, play their wives again, as they always do. Let's see if Tisha and Kimmi hold their husbands accountable. How they want to hold Nell. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go. I love you all. Again, make sure to watch the content on my channel. Go and watch it. Go and watch it. Okay. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. I gotta go. Bye.